And then you're crying, oh Lord, what went wrong? What happened? And all of a sudden the Holy Spirit says, remember the night you walked away. Remember the day that you told me, I don't need to serve you now, God. I've got my things to do. That's when I left you alone. I didn't leave you, but I left you alone. I'm still right here. Aren't you glad that God won't forget us? Aren't you glad that God won't throw us away? Aren't you glad that God don't just discard us like some unused vessel that's never going to be any good? Somebody said, I messed up in life. I sinned. I backslid. I messed my life completely up. Hey, man, hang on. God has not thrown you away. Hey, man, don't worry. Hey, man, God's going to help you if you'll come to Him. If you'll crawl back to Him and come back to Him with open arms. He's standing there waiting. Remember the prodigal left the house, left his home, left everything that he had. Amen. For a righteous living. I mean, he lived it up, church. He had a party everywhere he went. His friends were there knocking on his door every night. But finally, when the money was gone, Jim, you've been there. When the money's gone, Alan, you've been there. When the money's gone, your friends are gone. They'll leave you high and dry. You ain't got nobody. Oh, yes, you do. You got a Father that stands. Return. The prodigal said, how many hard servants are in my Father's house? And I don't have anything. I know what I'll do. I'll go back to my Father. I'll tell him I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy to be his son. Just make me like one of the hard servants. But all the story changes. Looking down the road, there's an old father, gray-haired father, that has cried night and day, God, bring my son back. Whatever it takes, whatever price it is, God, bring him back. Oh, sometimes the price is stiff. The price is high. But God gets their attention, doesn't He? God gets your attention, doesn't He, Jim? Doesn't He, Alan? God gets your attention. He will somehow. And looking down the road, I see the father looking. His visage is kind of marred a little bit. He sees something that's familiar. Even though the son had lost weight and everything was looking wrong, the father kind of remembered something. Can I tell you something? God don't forget us. Wish there was a house full. I'd like to preach this tonight. God doesn't forget us. Regardless of how far we go and what we do, God never forgets us.